Hello everyone, I am going to explain to you today the Web 2.0 tool that I have chosen, which is Padlet. So from any web browser, you can just type in www.padlet.com and it will take you to this website. If you don't already have a account, it's very easy for you to go ahead up and set up a free one. Out of convenience, I just went ahead and connected it to my Gmail account. In order to set up a new Padlet, which essentially is just a virtual bulletin board that you are able to post different documents or photos and different websites too. And I'll show you a little bit because it's easier for me to show you than to tell you about it. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here on the Make a Padlet. And you will see that there are several different options for how you can do this. If you're using this in the workplace or in the classroom, you can see that there's a really cool chat feature here where you can have a virtual chat with different students or different coworkers. You can see you can do a wall, have a stream. I've seen examples of people using the stream for a resume to set that up. As you come further, as you're scrolling down here, you can see that there are several templates, and Padlet will even go in and set up a template for you. So here's just a quick, I'm going to do a couple of things. Something that's easy for me to talk about is my hometown. So I'm going to go ahead up and set up a wall. I'm originally from the city of Chicago, and you can see that this website really makes it pretty fun. So over here on the right hand side, you will see that this is your basic where you can make a lot of modifications very easily to the appearance of your wall. So of course I'm going to go ahead and change this title here because that's a little silly. So here are the top 3 things. Of course, I would misspell it here. Sorry, there are top 3 things you need to know about Chicago. And here I can very easily come in and change the appearance of my background. There's lots of different options, and you can even add your own photo. I have lots of photos here on my desktop, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose one of my favorite images of the city. This was actually flying in when it was nearly 2 degrees outside. You can see that the steam is coming off of the lake. So I'm going to add this. Now that my wallpaper is set, my title is done, you know what it is. I'm going to come back to this modify and show you some of the other features that I thought were interesting. You can come in here and add a visual representation of what you feel like this is about. I'm going to choose this little city icon here. And then I'm going to come down here further, and I think that this is very valuable, that you can make this Padlet something that's public. And the tags are what's very interesting to make it very easy for people to find. So I'm going to go ahead and add in Chicago, travel, and I also will add in pizza because pizza is one of the most important parts of the city. You can see some of the collaboration things that you have here. So I could share out the link to this Padlet, and you would be able to make comments on the different things that I post. You can also, this is something that I've used in my classroom before, definitely have a profanity filter, or have it where if my students sign on to use this, I have to approve their post before it gets posted so that we don't have silly things being posted onto there. Now that my appearance is ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and click on the next thing that I need to do. You can see here are the different sharing options that you have, where I can do a public or private, a password protected. We've used this in faculty meetings before where our principal has posted a question for us to answer, and we've answered them, which just makes it kind of a meeting a little bit more fun and different. Within here, I am all set and I'm ready to go ahead and start posting. So now that I have this, all I have to do is go ahead and click anywhere, and this is going to bring up all of the different options for what I can add. I can either upload more images, I can add a link, or I can search. So if you're having students do this, they can just go ahead and search top 10 places to eat pizza. And what this is going to do is give you the option to add websites, to add GIFs, to add a video, or even add an image. So right now what I'm going to go ahead and do, none of these really look like true Chicago style pizza, but I'm going to go ahead and add a video that will tell you about, let's change this search here to get a little bit more specific of what I'm looking for. So deep dish pizza is definitely my favorite, and you can see now that I've clicked on here, it's going ahead and it's adding in the video of this. So I'm going to title this video about pizza. Well, pizza, Chicago isn't not always necessarily about just pizza. There's also some great architecture. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to add, this time I'm going to add in a website, and I'm going to look for architecture tours of the city. So I worked on Chicago boats for several years. So this is definitely one of the things that I would recommend for people to do if they ever go visit the city. Another thing that Chicago is definitely known for is our sports. So let's go ahead and add in an image here. So I'm going to again use the search function. Actually, before I do that, I want to show you some of the other features that you have here. So you can see that you can add a Snapchat. You can even link into another Padlet, adding in a map, do a screen recording, a voice recording. There's tons of different options of different things that you can do. So I will do Chicago sports. And let's go for an image this time, just so that you can kind of see what this looks like. And this is and it shows all of our teams. And that just goes to show you how real easy it is for you to do this. Now that you have all of these posts, if you were to click on it, you see that it brings the image to the front. This is a website, so if we click on this, it will take us to a new website, and you can go ahead and click through and review all of that information. I also want to draw your attention to some of the other things, or some templates. You can make these public. That what I've seen. This is an example of someone who did a Padlet for their human resources, and I thought that this was great, where they have their whole employee handbook. So this would be awesome for someone that's in HR to have for their onboarding. They can send the Padlet link out to their new employee, and they'll be able to look at all of this information before their first day. So again, this is my Web 2.0. I really thought that this was a great tool to use both in the classroom and in the workplace, and I love showing off my hometown. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.